Hey guys, this is Dr. Neeraj Batra. Today I am going to tell you regarding Australian Dental Council examination registration processes and also few tips on written examination. So to get started with, we have about me. I came to Australia last year. I prepared for around 2 months. In fact, I was working in that 2 months as well. So in Australia, you can't just leave everything behind and start preparing. You have to do your continue your work, and then side by side you have to study. And I left my job for I was on leave for around 2 weeks for some serious preparation just before the exam. I did not take any coaching classes. It was all by myself, and luckily I passed on the first attempt and I got three A's and one B. So I'll be telling you how I prepare, and also I can help you. I hope I can help you how to prepare as well. So some people say ADC is impossible. You need to get coaching. You have to read hundreds of books. That's absolutely wrong. Yes, it is difficult. ADC is difficult. You can take it lightly. You have to study seriously as well. And coaching, it's up to you. So if are confident enough that you can crack it by yourself, uh, then you don't need to take coaching class as well. To be honest, it's your undergraduate knowledge that comes into help rather than the coaching. So you don't have to read hundreds of books. You have to read few books 100 times. So that's the main motto here. So I have created a WhatsApp group. I have been helping some of my friends and juniors cracking the ADC exam. So if you are able to join the WhatsApp group and if you can ask your queries, then it would be great. I can help you with that as well. Also, I will be sharing all the documents I have in the WhatsApp group. So it will be beneficial for you. So scan the QR, join the code. If you are unable to join the group with this QR, you can just comment down in the video. I will send you a link, and then you can just join the group. So the ADC contains four processes: initial assessment, written paper, practical, and then registration to Dental Board of Australia. The initial assessment, so you will have to be eligible for this one. So here are the documents required for this. Okay, give me a sec. I will just share my screen and okay. So for the initial assessment, what you need to do is go to ADC Connect and then create an account here. So just you are a new candidate, then create an account here. So this is the first step. You can see this is the first step, and then you can put your email, password, confirm password, and then your account will be created and you will be notified in your email. After you create your account, then you can go for further process, initial assessment process. So I will be going through the practitioner assessment. If you click on the practitioner assessment on the page, so you will be applying for general dentists on the general dentist. So you can see here initial assessment, written examination, and practical examination. So everything is in the website itself. You can just go to the website and then find out. So if you see more about the initial assessment, you should have the eligibility is you should have a hold a 4 year full-time university degree and have a unrestricted license in your home country or country of training. So once you feel you are eligible, you can start uploading the documents. So after completion of uploading the document, you will be it will take around 8 weeks for your initial assessment to be successful. It will cost 628 AUD. So once you get it done, it will be valid for 7 years. So it's from suppose February 2024 to February 2031. So you can apply for it at any time. You don't have to wait for any specific time frame. So if you can see, here are the process. You have to create an ADC Connect account, then Identify your application type. This one is important when you are willing to apply for your skill assessment or for the permanent residency. So this one, what it does is it asks you if you can want to register for dentist only, or if you want your skill assessment to be done as well. So I clicked both. So I wanted to have my skill assessment done as well. So then you will be asked to upload few documents. So these are the documents here: a current passport, photo, evidence of change of name if you have changed, then dental qualification, academic transcript. Okay, to make it easier, so if you see the initial assessment process, so the red one I have marked here, these are the ones that might cause some difficulty. So or let me go with the references first. So you have to obtain two professional references. So it will be easy if you ask the references from your professor in your college. The letterhead can be your university or college letterhead. So ADC has published a guide to obtain a professional reference. So it has mentioned what all things to be included in it, and also it has mentioned it will in what case it will not be accepted. So it will not be accepted if it is written by family member or colleague, something like that. So once you complete your references, so if you go to the experience letter, so you will have to send one experience, upload one experience letter, and I can help you with the experience letter as well, but there will not be much concern with it. So then the good standing certificate. What happens with the good standing certificate is that they don't know where to send it. It will take time sometimes. So you can go to the certificate portal of your medical council, then download the good standing form. So good standing form, you can, if you download it here, sometimes what they don't know where to send it. So you should ask them to send to access@adc.org.au. In my case also, they did not, they sent it to AFRA, the registering body of Australia. So that is wrong. Just ask them to send it to this one, and also with the full name, candidate ID, and their contact details in the email. So you can see it here, what the council said to me. So you will have to ask them to send with the full name, candidate ID number you will be given once you completed initial assessment, and upload all the document in the initial assessment, and then contact details. So after this, your initial assessment will be done. So then they will ask you to make a payment. To make a payment, you can either ask some of your friend or relatives to pay via the payment link, or you can pay it by yourself. So written examination, do you need to be in Australia for this? No, you don't need to be in Australia for this. You can prepare at your home country, and then after the ADC publishes different venues in which it's taking written examination. So the nearest one to Nepal is India. So there are around 7 or 8 venues in India. You can go there and then give the exam. So how to start, when to start, where to start the preparation. So you can start wherever you are. So you can basically start with few guidelines. So the therapeutic guidelines and infection control guidelines, you can find it on the internet as well. So if you download the latest version of therapeutic guideline, infection control guidelines, and I want you to study thoroughly. So those two guidelines you have to study at least 5 times. So you should be thorough with that. Around 40% to 45% of the questions will be asked based on these guidelines, therapeutic guidelines and infection control guidelines. I can help you share the document as well if you want me to. You just have to join the WhatsApp group and then ask me. I will send it on the group. I have also a drive full of all the resources. I can help you with that as well. So the cost, study materials, it is all published by the Australian Dental Council. So let me share it again. Uh, so if you go to practitioner assessment, it has mentioned written examinations for dentists. So if you open it in one tab, also on the practitioner assessment, it has mentioned handbooks and materials. So you just click on that one. So if you see written examination, so it has given overview, time frame. So there are the written examinations uh, uh, like on September, on March. So it occurs twice a year. So the if you see the cost is $2,060. So time frame is like whenever if your initial assessment is successful and 5 month from the period application period to the result release date. So you will be notified regarding the date of opening of the written examination. So if you see 2024 period one is, so they you had to come for the March. So let's say you want to appear for September. So they have already published the exam date. So Wednesday 11 and Thursday 12 of September 2024. So basically every year on March or September, it's around 12, 13, 14, whichever is Wednesday and Thursday. So basically all the exams are on Wednesday and Thursday of second week of September and March. So the application period is 5 to 18 of June. So you should have your initial assessment completed by 24th of April 2024. If anyone is of you is applying, planning to give the September 2024 exam, your initial assessment should be completed by 24th of April 2024. Then the application period will open from 5 to 18th June, and then you can book for the venue, you can pay it, everything will be guided on the email by ADC. Also, it has given published handbook for general dentistry, how the marking is done, how many questions are there, everything. So if you want me to go for that, so it has mentioned, okay, let's go to handbook. So if you see, all the handbooks are very important. You have to go through all the handbooks. Um, okay, let's go to the handbook for general dentistry. That's one. Next one is dentistry practical. So this one practical. Other resources. If you go to examination resource list, ADC examination resource list. So what all things to read? So ADC has published the resource list, like it's like a list of books or resources. You have to at least these are the books they want you to read. So they want you to go through Australian Dental Journal, British Journal, Dental Journal, and all other few other journals. Then this is cardiology. Sorry, this is cardiology. ADC did a typo error here. So there are few researches they have published on caries. They ask a lot of questions regarding caries and also lifestyle of the Australian people. Like they drink a lot of sports drink, what all things like the prevalence of caries here, the indigenous people, like that. So they have published all the uh, books list. So you can go through those books, but to honestly, so you can make this book as a reference. So I want you to seriously go through therapeutic guideline, infection control guideline, and few other guidelines. I can like help you with that as well if you want me to. You just have to join the WhatsApp group, and then yes, so these are the list you can download, print it, or uh, like you can go download these resources, and whenever required, you can make these resources as a reference list. Also, if you see written examination handbook, so for the written examination, what happens is so the examination will be a 2 day examination. So they will ask you scenario based questions. So they will ask you five questions. Once they will give you one scenario, and on the basis of that scenario, they will ask you five other questions. So there will be total 70 questions in one session. So there will be four section, section one, two, three, four. Section one and two will be on day one. Section three and four will be on day two. So on section one, suppose if there are 70 questions, it means it will give you 14 scenario. So from the 14 scenario, you will be given 70 questions, and all of them will be related, like practically based question. They will not ask you what date or what value or something like that. They will mainly ask you clinical conceptual thing. So this will be 2 hour. You will be given break for 1.5 to 2 hour. Then section two will be 2 hour. The next day, same thing. Section three, this will be 2 hour. Then you will be given break for 2 hour. Then section four for 2 hour. So it is all computer based examination. The examination will be held in Pearson venue. So that is basically the one where you give your PT English test. So if you see, it has given a scenario-based question example. I will go through that as well. So there are basically four clusters. So the four clusters are professionalism, health promotion, that is on cluster one. Cluster two is clinical information gathering. Cluster three is diagnosis and management planning, and cluster four is clinical treatment and evaluation. So every section, section one, two, three, four, every section contains mixture of cluster one, two, three, four. So you have cluster one, two, three, four in every section. So you have to pass every cluster. You don't have to pass every section. So it's okay if your one section goes wrong or goes bad, then you can cover it on the other section. It's because the cluster has been distributed evenly in every sections. So these are the list of this is the blueprint for ADC examination. So if you see, they ask you more regarding clinical information gathering, 30%, and diagnosis and management planning, 30%. And the examination format is like, yeah, there will be total in 2 days time in four section, 280 questions. So out of 280 questions, 240 questions will be scored. So you will get marks from if you made correct 240 questions correct, but the 40 questions will be on score. So even if you made those questions correct, you will not get any marks. So, and the thing is, they do not let you know which question is marked and scored and which question is on score. So you have to attempt all the questions and you have to get score on the, like there will be 240 score questions. So the pass marks is also that is not fixed. So they will use statistical AI to determine what the pass mark is in every exam. So basically what how they do is like the pass mark will be the least mark an Australian graduate can, like if a dentist who is graduating from Australia, and they suppose if the uh, dumbest of the Australian graduate gave the exam, the score he or she gets, that will be your pass mark. So it is not that difficult to pass in the exam, but they will mainly ask the question regarding, yeah, the scenario will be based on Australian background. So you will need to know the culture here. You will need to know what they expect from you. They will ask very simple questions. They will not ask you any tough questions, but the options they look similar. All the options look similar, and it will be very difficult for you to choose one of them. So on the written examination guide, it has written everything. You can go through this. I have sent this on the WhatsApp group as well. So the result, if you obtain A and B, it will be pass. If you obtain C and D, it will be fail. So even if it says close fail, close pass, it doesn't matter. Close pass is also pass, close fail is also fail, and you have to give exam again. So this is regarding the written examination. So I quickly wanted to go through the scenario based question. Uh, if you see, give me a sec. Test. If you say handbook and materials, ADC scenario based MCQ. So this is how the question is. So they give you a scenario. So you can you can go through the scenario as well. So they will give a picture. On the basis of this, you will have to answer the question. So there will be five options. In ADC written examination, there will be five options and only one of them is correct. So there will be five questions for one scenario, and there will be total 56 scenario, 280 questions, 40 on score, 240 score. A and B is pass, C and D is fail. So if you want resources to start with, I can give you that. You just have to join the WhatsApp group. So let me go to the PowerPoint again. So basically, I think I covered this thing. And so I showed you the syllabus also. I told you what they basically ask. So do I need to take coaching classes? No, you don't need to take coaching classes, but it will be an advantage if you want to start. So the coaching classes they cost around $2,000 to $2,500. So and that's the same amount the ADC charges you for the written examination. So I asked my friend to like spare that amount for the examination. Try it by yourself. You will know what the real examination scenario is like, and then on the second attempt you can study by yourself, taking into consideration what all the questions they ask. The pass marks, pass rate, exam pattern. So I talked about exam pattern and pass marks. The pass rate, the last year pass rate was 24%. So you will have to be a bit extraordinary. So all lot of students, all of the overseas dentists, they prepare for the examination. They study hard. They read the same document, the same guidelines you read, and they know it by heart. Still, they fail. So the main reason for that, one of the advantage you can have is your undergraduate knowledge and the way you approach multiple choice examination. So this will affect your result. So how did I prepare? So I prepared, I had few past questions. So I completed few of the guidelines that and research papers that were mentioned by the ADC in its syllabus. Then what I did was I went through the past papers and whatever the topic is asked on past papers, suppose they asked about attrition or abrasion, I went to Australian Dental Journal or Australian Guideline to see how they treat non-carious lesion. So once I find out the research paper of suppose non-carious lesion, cervical lesion, NCCL, then I would go through that paper. So that would help me cover, like once I go through that, I would have covered the whole chapter regarding non-carious lesion. So it's the similar thing for the composite, similar thing for the amalgam. They don't generally ask amalgam. Similar thing for the ethics, everything. So that way, you will have a smart study in short time frame. Still, if you want me to guide you through the study as well, I can help you with that. Of course, I'll be maybe asking you to participate more seriously and like in two-way, interactive way, but I can definitely help you with that as well. So the next question is the practical examination. Once you pass the practical examination, is it too tough? Yes, it is too tough, but it is not impossible. So, what do they ask us to do? So, the practical examination, it is divided into 2 days. The first day will be your technical day or maybe the clinical day. So, on the technical day, you will be asked given 6 hours to complete six tasks. So not 6 hours. So you will be given the whole day to complete six tasks. So they will be the task will be based on restorative and preparative. So on preparative task, you will be preparing uh, crown. You will be preparing caries, tooth preparation. Then you will be doing excess cavity. For the restorative task, you will be doing composite restoration. You will be doing amalgam restoration. You will be doing provisional restoration. So for the clinical one, you will have 10 OSCE station. So you will go to every OSCE station and then interact with simulated patient Also, you will be asked to do some skilled OSP like CPR, like local anesthesia injection and all. So everything has been published by ADC. You don't have to worry about that. So the cost, it will cost a lot. So the mannequin, the home setup, the coaching classes, I definitely suggest you to take the coaching classes for this one. Then I lose everything. It will cost around 17 to 18,000 at least for the practical examination. So the main examination fee is 4,700 for the practical examination. As of now, they might increase it as well in the future. So what after you pass your examination? So once you pass, you will be issued a certificate by ADC, and then with that certificate you apply to Dental Board of Australia. So then Dental Board of Australia will take around a month time to give you a dentist license here. Then the visa status. So once you get registered as a dentist, at the moment in Sydney or the urban area, they have not like put dentist as a skilled occupation. You just have to go to regional to get your PR in at the moment. But things change pretty fast in Australia, so it will be easy for your PR status as well. Then salary. So the starting salary will be, so it will be two types. So either you can work on commission or you can work on salary basis or the hybrid model. So if you go for salary, the starting will be around 120 to 150. And once you get experience, it will reach up to 300, 400 as well in the regional. That 400 means 400,000 per year. On the basis of commission, you can start with 30 to 35% commission. So excluding the lab charge, you will be given 30 to 35% commission. So later it can reach up to 40 to 50% commission. Job availability, yes, jobs are available, but it might not be available in the urban area, but in the regional, you will definitely be able to get job. So how to get to Australia? There are lots of student visa in master's program, occupational health and safety, master in health, MPH, leadership and management. You can come with any, but uh, to make it clear, none of these have a clear cut pathway for the PR. So you will have to think about PR as well. So I think I covered most of the portion today. This is my WhatsApp group again. You can scan it and join it. And I hope to talk with you guys soon. Uh, Maybe I can come with another video, or you can comment down what all thing you want me to include in other video. So I can help you with that as well. Thank you guys.